All right, so next we're going to be cutting into the brain using our scalpel. So you notice the scalpel comes with a protective cover, and it's a very sharp instrument. You need to be very careful with the scalpel. It is indeed quite sharp, and so you must take extra precaution to avoid having your skin anywhere near where you're cutting with the scalpel. So we're going to cut the brain in half. So here we have the cerebrum and the cerebellum, and we're going to make an incision along it's called the sagittal plane, that will cut the brain in half. And so you're going to very gently take the scalpel and cut, and then you want to use your fingers and tease the brain to kind of pull it. So you cut, and then you pull, and you keep your hands away from the brain as you're cutting each time. Notice I keep my fingers away from the blade of the scalpel. So you cut and pull, and take your time. All right, you don't want to go fast. You want to be very slow and very meticulous. And we're going to cut along the cerebellum too. We're going to cut and then pull, and one final cut, and we should have a brain that's now been cut in half. So now we have a brain that we've cut in half. So there are some structures that we can identify looking at the brain that's been cut. So the bottom here is the pons, right? We saw the pons before. Here's the medulla oblongata. Here is the cross section of the cerebrum, and here is the cerebellum. So one of the things you notice if you look very carefully, so if you look at the cerebellum very carefully, you notice these kind of white little stringy structures. All right, those white stringy structures are called the arbor vitae. So the arbor vitae are how the different parts of the cerebellum communicate. So it's a very stringy kind of bundle of nerve fibers. That's the arbor vitae. It means tree. Looking over here, we identify there's kind of a line, looks like this, it's right here with our brain. All right, so it's a white kind of line right here, and that's called the corpus callosum. The corpus callosum allows the two hemispheres to communicate with each other. So the corpus callosum is right here. And there are some other features that you can identify. We have the thalamus right here. Over here is the thalamus. Down here is the hypothalamus. And you can use the guide that comes with your dissection kit to identify the other features. It's kind of hard with the camera to point out some of these other features, but you can identify the superior colliculus, the inferior colliculus, the different glands, looking at the picture in the dissection kit. So if you further want to dissect again, so after you've identified the features in this part of the brain, you can make another incision, and we'll do that over here. So let's make another incision. So cut and then pull, cut and then pull. All right, and by making this incision, we can better see the dark matter on top and the white matter on the bottom of the brain. So we have the dark matter here and the white matter down here. So that concludes our dissection of the sheep brain. And I hope that you have found this interesting. I hope you have come to better appreciate all the different functions that the brain has and all the different features that the sheep's brain has, and how the sheep's brain is so very similar to our brain.